Good day everyone, and to you Sir Mistola. For today's video, we tackle about procedure at the crime scene. Module 2 in Special Criminal Investigation. Upon the arrival at the crime scene, first, you have to record the time, date, and arrival of the crime scene. Next, secure the crime scene. Then before touching or moving any object at the crime scene, determine first the status of the victim, whether he is still alive or already dead. Next is designated a member of the team. Then identify and retain for questioning the person who first notified the police and other possible witnesses. Next, determine the assailant through inquiry or observe him. Then separate the witnesses in order to get independent statements. Recording. Kini siya ang recording is do not alter or move or transfer any object unless wala pa siya nahuman og process during investigation. Di pa nimo siya hipos unless wala pa siya nahuman og kuan, photographs, sketch, and etc. Searching for evidence, mangitag ebidensya. Methods of crime scene search. As a strip search method, in this method the area is blacked out in the form of rectangle. Then the double strip or grid method of search. Here the rectangle is transversed, first parallel to the base, then parallel to a side. Spiral search method. In this method, the three searchers follow each other along the path of a spiral beginning on the outside and spiraling in toward the center. Collecting evidence. This is accomplished after search is complete, the rough sketch finished, and photographs taken. Sa collecting evidence, makakollect na niya mo if nahuman na ang rough sketch and finish photographs. Removal of evidence. Items that could not be marked should be placed a suitable container and sealed. Ang removal evidence is pag-remove na sa mga evidence if nahuman na siyang process. Then katong items nga wala pa na markahan should be placed in the suitable container and sealed. Tagging or evidence. Tagging of evidence. Any physical evidence obtained must be tagged before the submission to the evidence custodian. So before ma-submit na sa evidence custodian, dapat nakatag tanan ebidensya nga na-collect. Evaluation of evidence. Each item of evidence must be evaluated in relation to all other evidence, individually and collectively. Preservation of evidence. The investigator's responsibility to ensure that every precaution is exercised to preserve physical evidence and in the state in which was several obtained until it release the evidence. Release the scene. The scene is not released until all processing has been complete. Sketching the crime scene. To establish admissibility, the investigator must have had personal observation on the data in questioning. In other words, the sketch must be sponsored. Morning example sa sketching of the crime scene. Natang general type of sketching ang rough o finish. General type sketch, rough sketch made at the crime scene, no scale, proportion ignored, and everything is approximate. Finished sketch for courtroom presentation, scale and proportion are strictly. So sa kining duha ka kuan sa sketching is important, nganong importante ang sketching sa crime scene because para ma-measure nato ug ma-identify ang place or property nga na asa na exist ang crime investigation. So importante na unsa kalayo ang body, lawas sa tao sa ebidensya nga na-collect bisan pag sa lamisa o sa lamisa sa kwarto sa bisag asa nga lugar, bisan pag lamisa is i-measure gyud na unsa ka kuan sa layo, unsa ang sukod, unsa ka layo sa body, ug sa moingon tag mga sa ebidensya lang is pag numbering na siya, number if kanang mga lamisa, table, mga pultahan, balay is capital letter. Kind of sketch of locality gives a picture of the crime scene in relation to its environments, including neighboring buildings, roads, and etc. Sketch of grounds includes the crime scene and its nearest environment, example, house and garden. Sketch of details describe the immediate crime scene only. Interview in general. Interview define. An interview is the questioning of person believed to possess knowledge that in official interest to the investigator. Importance of the interview. The person after interview, his ability to observe, his ability to remember, his ability to narrate, his mental weakness, his moral weakness, emotional weakness, and emotional weakness. So katong the person nga imong gina-interview is dapat nato siya sa pagka naka-observe, nakita to siya during the crime exists, dapat na siya dito and na siya ability nga nakahinumdum, istorya, his mental weakness basin katong nga time is nakainom siya, naka-drug siya, sa moral weaknesses basin na siya kuan sa utok ning murag out of kuan siya, di siya murag siya abnormal nga kuan. Di sa emotional weakness is problem basin kadto nga time is na siya problema sa pamilya. So those of this is kanang the person nga dapat nimo interviewon. The interview personal traits. He must be a practical psychologist who understand the human side and behavior. So the interviewer personal traits, ikaw nga mismo yung interview dapat na kay practical psychologist nga mo sabot sa imong gi-interview. Dapat nga ikaw nga mo interview dili ka makibati sa imong gi-interview, di ka makiglalis ug kabalo ka makisama, makahilabilo, mangutanag tarong para makakuha kag tarong pod nga tubag. Scientific aids to criminal investigation. The scientific tools a criminal investigator can use are fingerprints, photography, forensic chemistry, medical legal, forensic ballistic, question documents examination, polygraphy, DNA analysis, homicide and murder investigation. Homicide, any person who not falling within the provision of Article 246. Parricide, revised penal code shall kill another without the attendance of any of the circumstances enumerated in Article 248. Murder, RPC shall them guilty of homicide. Murder, any person who not falling within the provision of Article 246, which is parricide of the RPC, shall kill another if committed with any of the following attendance circumstances. So, and then parricide, any person who shall kill his father, mother, or child, whether legitimate, or any of his ascendants or descendants, or his spouse, shall be guilty of parricide. So, what is the differences between murder, homicide, and parricide? So, ang homicide is mo ning pagpatay nga wala sa plano, wala matuyo. For example is imong manghod or imong uban pang among mga amigo is nagdula-dula mo, napitlok nimo, pintlukay mo dula-dula tapos napatay nimo ani mo tuyo ka. So mga kita na tawag po homicide, wa matuyo. Then another example po if na siya'y heart failure niya imong gipakuratan niya na heart attack siya, wa nimo matuyo, napatay siya, so mao na homicide. Then sa murder is kani ang giplanuhan nimo, the location, time, date, giplanuhan nimo tarong ang pagpatay. Then kining parasite is mao ning pagpatay sa imong kadugo, imong mama, papa, mga legitimate nimo, mga kuan nimo family, mao pagpatay sa imong kadugo, which ginatawag na siya og parasite. The role of medico legal officer in homicide investigation. The determination of criminal responsibility in death has been developed into a specialized field of medical science called forensic pathology. A pathologist can assist in homicide investigation by documentation of all wounds, bruises, scratches, scars, or other marks at the time of the autopsy, to interpretation of findings based on medical facts. Then third is necropsy report. It is a document stating the cause of death of the victim. This is medico legal report. So ang trabaho sa isa ka medico legal or medico legal officer is magdocumenting siya, siya ang magtanaw sa mga samad, sa mga karambas, sa mga uban pang ebidensya nga makuha sa iyang lawas, sa iyang injuries. Siya ang nagatrabaho na is medico legal. The facts of death. The first action of an investigation upon arriving at the crime scene of the homicide is the verification of death. Presumptive signs and test death. Cessation of breathing and respiratory movement. Cessation of heart sounds. Loss of placing of nail beds when pressure applied in fingernails is released. So mao ni siya ning tulo ang mailhan kung patay na ang usa ka tawo. Suspended animation. Cardiac activity. Breathing and function of the nervous system may reach such as a low level activity that a homicide investigator may be deceived into assumption of death. Methods of identification. DNA analysis, fingerprints, fingerprint identification the most positive and quickest. So ang kaning fingerprint is dako kay nagtabag sa criminal, sa finding of evidence sa criminal investigation, sa kamot, sa tiil. Then sa skeletal studies, examine nimo ang the skeleton, mga bukog, mga bones. Studyhan nimo ang mga possible na mga kuan. Visual inspection. Someone knowing that the deceased person may recognize the victim. Personal effects. Identification of a victim by personal effects such as jewelry, ID, card, wallets, shoes, etc. So, ang personal effects is makatabang ni siya sa pag-identify sa usa ka victim, such as for example natawag na ID, mabilin nga ID na yung mga jewelry, mga alahas, mao na usa pod nga makatabang og mga tsinilas, uban pa mo usa makatabang sa pag-identify sa usa ka victim if kini man is murag butang nato nga kalansay na but nagpabilin gihapon tong mga jewelry nang kon makatabang siya ga-identify maila tong biktima. Tattoos and scars. Identification scars, moles, tattoos, pockmark, or other markings may be helpful in identification, particularly in conjunction with other findings. So ang sunod is ang tato, ang mga alum, ang mga mark sa imong katahon, mga ila is makatabang isab sa pag-identify. Dental activities, forensic odontology, identification based on the examination of teeth chart, filings, inlay squam, bridge work, dentures, and etc. Then clothing and photographs, pagpanamit o picture. Robbery and theft investigation. Robbery, the law on robbery in the Philippines can be found on the following articles of the revised penal code. Article 293, who are guilty of robbery. Any person who intend to gain shall take any personal property belonging to another by means of violence, intimidation of any person, or using force upon anything shall be guilty of robbery. So, ang robbery is paggamit of force. For example, isa ka kawatan tapos giguba nimo ang bintana, pultahan o uban pa nga ma-encounter sa robbery para sa suspect para lang makakawat. So, kana siya is tawag siya robbery, pagguba sa gamit nga dili imo. Anti-piracy and anti-highway robbery law of 1974, Presidential Decree 532. Piracy, any attack upon seizures of any vessels, highway, any vessels. So, kaning piracy is gina-consider po ni silang mga pirates. Kaning piracy is sa tubig, sa vessels, sa mga tubig ni siya kuan mismo sa passengers sa barko. Mga piracy. Highway robbery, brigandage. Highway robbery, brigandage. The seizures of any for ransom, extortion to other unlawful purposes or taking away the property. So, kining highway robbery is kuan siya sa yuta, sa highway. Ang kining piracy is sa tubig. Aiding pirates or highway robbery, brigandage of abetting piracy. Or highway piracy or highway robbers brigandage any person who knowingly and in any manner deeds or protects, narrates, or highway robbers brigands. Anti-cattle rustling law of 1974, Presidential Decree 533. Cattle rustling is the taking away by means any methods or scheme without the consent of the owner of any the above animals, cow, carabaos, horse, mole, or other domesticated member of the bovine family, whether or not for profit gain. So, kaning cattle rustling is morning galaw pag hilabot sa mga hayop nga without knowing sa owner. Example, kanang karabaw is gibira-bira nimo, ang iro gimunal-bunalan nimo, ang uban pang mga hayop nga imong hilabtan without knowing sa owner. Anti-fencing law of 1979, Presidential Decree 1612. Fencing is the act of any person who with intent to gain for himself or for another shall buy, possess, keep, acquire, counsel, sell, or any other deal on any articles, items, object, or anything of value which he knows to have derived from the proceed of crime, robbery, or theft. Fence include any person, firm, organization, association, or cooperation or partnership and other association or corporation or partnership and other organization who which commits the act of fencing. The targets and robberies. Victim include naginusara ba ka or group, alone or group. And then the residence is ikaw mismo or imong family, or multi-family, mga imong neighboringhood, uban pa. Street and highways, sidewalk, highways, street, alley, etc. Basta kind of street and highways, mga dalan. Commercial, non-residence. Ang kining commercials, non-residence na siya. For example, hotel, mga business siya, dagko nga mga business, hotel, mall, mga kumpanya, mga commercial. And vehicles, mga taxi, car, mga passengers in jeep, mga kind of vehicles. Vessels is mga cargo, island passenger, mga barko, guman pa sa matagpuan sa tubig. Style and tactics in robbery cases. The identification in an armed robbery case often relates to the tactics and style of the robbery. Robbery has been categorized having the three styles. So, ang pag-identify ko sa armed robbery cases is natay tulo, the ambush. Familiar naman kayo mo ng ambush, which mean is nang hunting mo. Nang hunt mo isa ka tao nga possible suspect sa usa ka robbery cases. The selective raid. And the selective raid is mo ning pagselect sa mga suspect nga possible nga mauto ang gahimo or suspect sa robbery cases. The plan, preparation. So before mo mag-ambush, selective raid is planuhan pa ninyo sa ninyo pagkuan. Sa inyong angay buhaton during the identification of robbery cases. Amateurs, motivated by greed, want the desire for a thrill or need for self-testing. Ning amateurs is isa kaning robbery. For example, ikaw is influensyahan ka sa imong barkada. Ini po siya is self-testing, testingan nimo kung unsa ang makakuan mo kagalingon mo nang makabuhat kag robberies. Mo ni siya ning influence to other. Kung imong barkada is mao na lang ginabuhat is makuan pod ka sa ilang kuan. Ang professionals are described as those person who work at robbery as a trade, making their living and having no other means of income. So kaning professionals is trabaho na gyud nila ang pagbuhat og robbery. Trabaho isa na nila nga professionals, diri na sila makakita kwarta, diri na sila nabuhi. Part na ni silang kinabuhi or habitual. Physical evidence to be collected: footprints, fingerprints, areas to break, closets, doorknobs, dressers, piece of furniture, bottles and glasses, walls, tools, desk. So kini is morning possible evidence in the case of robbery. Kining nadiri is mo ni siyang unang ma-encounter sa mga suspect in robberies. Mo ni siyang unang ma-encounter nga gubon sa usa ka suspect. So let's proceed in kidnapping. Kidnapping, a word derived from kid, meaning child, and nab, meaning snatch, recorded since 1673, was originally used as a term for the practice of stealing children for use as servants or laborers in the American colonies. So ang kidnapping is mo ang pagkuha sa mga bata kidnap. Ang mga kasagaran ko ni is mga gang member or mga sindikato. Pagkuha sa mga bata. Kidnapping for ransom. Philippine jurisprudence defines kidnapping for ransom as the unlawful taking and carrying away of a person by force or fraud or against his will, or in any manner depriving him of his liberty for the purposes of extorting ransom as payment for her release. Modus operandi in kidnapping. Modus operandi in kidnapping processing activity varies with the capability and resources of kidnappers to do surveillance, safekeeping, and negotiation with the target group. One common thing all kidnappers, however, is that they have a well-planned strategy of abduction process. So, kaning modus operandi in kidnapping is kini ang giplanuhan gyud gi surveillance. For example, ikaw gina-survey ka sa usa ka kidnappers, spotted ka sa ila, tan-awon ka sa mga sindikato or mga gang member if may kaya ka or dato ka. Once nga makita nila nga dato ka, tako magbalay na mong trabaho, dako pagsulis mong trabaho is spotted ka, isa ka sa target nila. Tanuhan din ka na, then tanuhan ka saan kanila pagkuha the strategy of abduction process. Kidnappers usually start their activity in surveying through informer or spotter whose work is to locate targets of the group. Some groups are good in executing their plan, while others do with precision and finesse. However, in most cases, kidnappers, particularly those undertaken by criminal groups, revealed the following stages. So, ang some kidnappers is pagkuha sa usa ka tao, then kuwaon ang angay kuwaon. For example, ikaw ra isa, kidnapon ka, kuwaon nimong wallet, kuwaon nimong cellphone. Then napoy uban nga kidnappers is group, mga sindikato, kuwaon ka, din palitan ka, i-release ka if mahatagan sila milyones nga kwarta. Number 1 is spotting. Manong spotting, mo ni ang strategies sa mga kidnappers. Spotting is, for example, spotting ka sa ilang kuan, napili ka nila nga ikaw ang target sa ilang pagbuhaton nga kidnap. Surveillance is mangalap sila information about sa imuha, kung karapat dapat baka kidnapon. Then risk analysis and target selection is din na is ang kidnappers is observe na sila sa palibot or surrounding, if daghan bay tao or gamay ra bay tao. Then the target selection is target nga ilang possible nga kidnapon. Seizing of victim, mao na ni ilang planuhan nila kung saan nila pagpang victim during pag-uli ba sa iyang gikan trabaho or pagpadulong sa iyang trabaho. Pero kasagaran is pagpauli gikan sa trabaho, and kanang pagpauli na sa balay kay gabi man, basta ating uli na sa trabaho is hapon or gabi kay mga tao. Negotiation, after makuha sa mga kidnappers ang victim, is dili na sila mag negotiation. Depende sa sabot or sa baylo sa biktima nga ilang gikuha na posibilidad dili lang sa pamilya ang ilang gikuan kundi sa gobyerno. Collection then next is then last is collection of ransom. Okay. So that's all for today, and good day everyone. And to you, Sir Christian Mistola.